you look at it, it really has Lowell in the background where we started.
This is the brochure for our new mobile banking product. I think our business customers are going to love it.
And they like that feature.
Yeah, maybe do some more website advertising as well, working with the branches, and really getting them to buy in.
So what they do is they cast the pot out and they finish areas with something.
I'm very excited.
Since 1989, Enterprise Bank has been a force for good, making a difference in the lives of our customers, our communities, and our shareholders. Throughout our 26-year history, we have consistently outperformed the banking industry.
We've come so far and accomplished so much in our 26 years. It took us 19 years to get to $1 billion in assets. In the last 7 years, we've added another $1 billion in assets. And if you look at historical growth rates, we could easily add another $1 billion in assets in the next 5 years. We now have 22 branches in 18 different communities, and what is most impressive is that in a relatively short period of time, we have acquired the #1 market share in many of our communities.
2014 was another strong year with continued financial growth at Enterprise Bank. The future is poised for continued growth based upon the strong efforts of our dedicated team through community involvement, branch expansion, and business relationship building. The bank was recognized as the SBA Lender of the Year in the state of New Hampshire for the 3rd time.
He's going to lease for the moment. Maybe in about 3 or 4 years he'll look to buy using the SBA 504 program.
We are very pleased that so many of our lenders have emerged from our leadership development program. Our lenders take a very active interest in the communities they serve, they live there and volunteer there. The bank once again was recognized as one of the top places to work by the Boston Globe in the state of Massachusetts. We were number 6 in large-sized companies. Working together, there is nothing we cannot accomplish.
So that's a big focus of the bank. It's a big part of our culture, and it's
From the beginning, we have been guided by 5 core values: professionalism, excellence, integrity, community, and teamwork.
Even though the world of banking has changed over the last 26 years, these fundamental core values have remained intact. And through these values, they've allowed us to compete very effectively. They've allowed us to create a foundation here of a culture that is rooted in caring, trust, and respect. And this translates into how we work in the community, how we treat our customers, and how we treat each other.
Enterprise has helped to create new businesses and meaningful jobs, stimulating the regional economy. Our team of commercial lenders focuses on building long-term relationships. We understand how hard businesses work for every new sale, for each new product release, and every new chapter.
Business has been great. The new location has been tremendous.
As a previous business owner myself, I know that a partnership with one's bank is critical. It can be a competitive advantage.
And in small business, you don't have the time to wait. A day could mean a lot to a small business owner today. They need things quickly. They need decisions made on the spot. And we need to be there for them to make that decision and get their business moving.
And so what we try to do is be true partners, trusted allies with them. And so if they're looking to acquire another business, for example, we're thrilled to be brought in early so that we can help them strategize on how to do that. If they're looking to add another line or a third shift, we're thrilled to be able to act as their partner, elbow to elbow with them, and help them grow their business in the way they see fit.
In the beginning of my career at the bank, I did a very small SBA loan, which is the Small Business Administration, and This was a loan that really required a lot of work for a very small amount. Fast forward a decade later, they're one of my biggest customers today. They have a lot of employees. They've really been a part of the fabric of the community, and it's nice to be a part of that success.
We take great pride in helping our customers achieve their dreams. We really measure our success through our customers' success and work to increase success for both the customer, their employees, and their communities.
I think when we first started, we were primarily known as a commercial lending bank. Obviously, customers would bring their deposit accounts along with that. But as we've added terrific people to our staff, customers in our market are now well aware of what we can provide in terms of additional services, be they investment management, cash management services, insurance services as well. And we're now at the point where many of our customers recognize this, and that's part of our initial conversation leading into commercial lending. People now view us as a real financial solution for all their needs.
Good morning, Edie.
Our cash management team works closely with lenders and branch staff to develop solutions for commercial customers that help streamline their operations and mitigate fraud, while generating non-interest income for the bank.
So we're working with healthcare industries, we're working with professionals, manufacturing companies, human service organizations. So it's a very broad client base that we serve on the commercial side. So we want to make sure that we're having conversations that are meaningful to them. We compete very effectively with the large players because we can bring a relationship on that has fairly complicated, very broad cash management needs. We are seeing a lot of larger customers coming from the national banks where they felt that they weren't getting the personal attention that they needed. So our role is really to make sure that they understand that as they grow, as they expand internationally, we are a good partner bank for them because of our capabilities.
Hi, how are you today?
Good, are you?
Good, thank you. I like it.
Recognizing that every customer interaction has the potential to create lasting impressions, Enterprise has taken steps to improve our delivery of products and services.
Several years ago, working with an outside vendor, we started a program called The Voice of the Customer, where we invite our own customers to participate in a program and invite them to evaluate their experience with us. Through this program, we have been able to obtain objective feedback and to hear firsthand from our customers what they enjoy and value about their experience with Enterprise Bank and where there are opportunities for improvement. We are currently monitoring several areas of the bank, including all 22 branches, our customer service center, our mortgage center, and our commercial lending area. The data we receive allows us to set benchmarks of where we would like our service levels to be. The Enterprise experience is what differentiates us from our competition. We recognize that our customers have a choice, and we want them to choose Enterprise Bank. Our ultimate goal is to consistently provide exceptional experiences across all areas of the bank for all of our customers.
To give our customers the best, most advanced options, Enterprise continues to invest in technology solutions, recently launching a business mobile banking application.
It's just bringing the bank to them in a more convenient way. And so being able to offer them such solutions as mobile banking, even with mobile deposit. So being able to take something as simple as a check and being able to deposit using your mobile phone or your mobile tablet without having to come to the bank directly is seen as just a huge plus by our customers. And so that just continues to keep us in the forefront of their minds, and they see more and more value that the bank is able to bring to their everyday life.
Today, 36% of all checks deposited at Enterprise Bank come in through express deposit or mobile devices.
All of these checks are coming in as images opposed to physical checks, so it makes it much easier for us from an operational standpoint to be able to process those transactions and clear them with the Federal Reserve. And now today, we see twice as many transactions performed through our online and mobile banking channels than we do with all of our branches combined. It's been huge for us in regards to being able to spread our geographic footprint without having to physically do it with branches.
And I think she's going to be coming next week.
The migration to digital and mobile banking has fundamentally changed the way we design and staff our branch offices.
The transactions that actually happen in the branch now are much more complex than they used to be. For that reason, we really have to have subject matter experts in the branch. So the branch is staffed with much more consultative salespeople, experts in commercial lending, brokerage, cash management, residential mortgages, all of our product lines. The new branches are being built much differently. They're being built to adapt to people moving around in the branch, being able to wait on their customers in a different way. There's flexible space, so if a customer wants to remote in with a brokerage expert or a trust expert, they can do that. And we're slowly going through a renovation list as we're renovating branches to bring them up to that same format. They're beautiful designs, and it definitely represents the changes in branch banking.
So ATMs have always been a big part of our electronic banking strategy. We strategically have them at our branches as well as several off-sites. And so this year we started offering multiple languages at our ATMs, primarily Spanish, but in our Lowell community we also brought in the Khmer Cambodian language. It was a vision by George Duncan about 9 years ago when he came to me and said that we had such a vast population in our Lowell community of Cambodian. And so he had asked me, he gave me a task to go out and see if we could get that language developed for our ATMs. And so I worked with multiple vendors over the years, many of them who had very hefty price tags to be able to do special programming for this language. And it wasn't until just last year that we came across somebody that was very comfortable with the language and was able to do it for us. So that's why we're very proud of it, because we've been looking at this for a very long time. To the best of our knowledge, we are the first in the country to be able to offer the Khmer Cambodian language at an ATM.
When we hire new employees, we screen for particular skill sets and expertise, but we also look for people who will be a good fit with the bank's culture.
When we select employees who are caring, we can tell they're going to care about not only their job, but they're going to care about the employees that they work with, their co-workers, their managers. They're going to care and provide as much support as possible in times of need, which translates to a very engaged employee.
I feel very, very fortunate to be a part of a team that truly cares about people and its community. Every day, the bank encourages us to volunteer and take on leadership positions in different nonprofit organizations.
We've been recognized for the number of hours that we provide in the community, the number of hours that our employees volunteer to the causes that they're passionate about.
Last year, a horrible tragedy happened in the Lowell community. As many know, a fatal fire happened on Branch Street. And as president to an organization that serves a lot of the people affected, I was called upon to help. It required a tremendous amount of time, and the bank really supported me in giving me the guidance, the time, anything that I needed to do in order to help these people get back on their feet. The bank did for me, and I truly appreciate that.
We are still a very, very young bank. There are 163 banks that are headquartered in Massachusetts and New Hampshire, and we are the 6th youngest, and yet we are now the 15th largest of those 163 banks. If I were to try to boil down our position today into possibly, 2 points of emphasis, it would be that first, we are better positioned competitively, more capable, and we have more both short-term and long-term market opportunity than we have ever had. We are at just the right size, the size that many experts in the banking industry refer to as the sweet spot. And second, and this is most important, and it trumps all else that I could ever say, we have such an incredibly talented, smart, kind, and deep team at our bank. I am constantly in awe at how our employees and enterprise bankers both treat each other and their commitment to each other, and also their commitment and sense of purpose to our customers, our communities, and our shareholders. On behalf of the entire Enterprise Bank team and family, I would like to express our sincerest thanks to all of our customers, our communities, and our shareholders for the trust that you have placed in us. We take that trust very seriously. There is so much to look forward to, It's so much to be excited about. And when you add everything all up, our future today is brighter than it ever has been.